Hi, welcome to today's video where I'll be discussing how you can create a vision board for your fashion business for 2025. My approach is actually pretty simple. Everything we'll go over today are ways to make sure you have an evidence-based fashion business vision board. I don't know if you know this, but all the fashion brands and businesses that you know and love today started as a vision, but it didn't end as just a vision. Somebody decided to execute those visions, and now you and I can see and admire the vision that the person had. It's almost the end of 2024. You've probably told yourself at the beginning of the year or at some point within the year that you'd start your fashion business. It could have been your own clothing line, or an active wear brand, or your swimwear brand, or your bags business, or your shoes business, whatever it is. Because you did not write it out or create a vision board to outline your expectations and take the steps that you need to push yourself, it faded, just like all the other great ideas that you've had in the past. Look, vision boards work. People who take their time to create them know that they work. There's proof all over the internet that they work. And if they work for our yearly and monthly goals and plans, why wouldn't they work for your business? So what I'll be showing you is how you can turn those ideas you currently have in your mind about your fashion business in 2025 into a virtual representation of what you need to expect. If this is the first time you're seeing this channel, welcome. This channel was created for a complete beginner who wants to start their fashion or beauty business. However, if you also want to scale your existing fashion or beauty business, you're also welcome to stay. I share business tips and details on how to start and grow a profitable business. I review and recommend different manufacturers that you can use to start your businesses. And these manufacturers are those that I have personally vetted and verified. By the way, I have almost a decade's worth of experience working with this manufacturing companies. So I have a system that I use to vet and verify them. I share profitable business ideas that you can start every now and then. I recommend resources that you can use to start your business like a professional, even if you're just a complete beginner. You'll always find the links to all of this in the description box. So if that is something you like, stick around to the end of all our videos. I often leave like secret Easter eggs for our community members. So if you want to be a part of the community member and you want to partake in the Easter eggs, subscribe. Let's get into the video. These are the 4 steps that I'll be discussing in depth today. I call it the 4 steps of creating a fashion business vision board. The first step is something you've already done, but you probably didn't do it right. That is defining your goals. This is a step that most people get confused about and then give up, or they overthink and then overdo it. In defining your goals, you'll be doing more of thinking. Get into your mind. There are a couple of questions I would advise you to use for this step, and we'll discuss it as we go on. But first, this is what I mean when I say define your goals. Defining your goals just means you're more specific about what you want. An example of this is writing out, I want to start a one-piece swimwear brand. I will launch this brand in April of 2025, specifically in the first week. That is a specific goal. What happens here is your mind and your body goes into a state where ideas, things, situations, and people will begin to act in ways that your goals come to you for sure, because you are very specific with what you want, as opposed to saying, I want to start a fashion brand in 2025. Somewhere in 2025, I'm not sure yet, sometime in 2025 I'm going to start a swimwear brand or a fashion brand. I don't know if I want to start a swimwear brand or I want to start an activewear brand or my own clothing line. I'm still thinking of that. Is not specific. So you can't do anything when you're not specific. To help you to be specific with what you want, these are the 5 questions that you will need to answer, if you don't already know how to be specific. So take out a sheet of paper and write out your answers. Whatever you write in that sheet of paper is between you and yourself. Nobody necessarily needs to know what your answers are unless they're going to be your business partner. Number 1, what kind of fashion business do you want to start? Write it down and be very specific. It would be nice if you can describe the business as you see in your mind. So instead of saying, I want to start a fashion business in 2025, you can say, let's say you want to start a swimwear brand, right? You can say, I want to start a one-piece swimwear brand. So now you can see that I'm very specific that the kind of swimwear brand I want to start is a one-piece swimwear brand, right? I can even get more specific and say, oh, I want to start a floral one-piece swimwear brand. See, I'm very specific. So Go on to describe the kind of business, how you see your business, describe it, write it down in that paper. The next thing you will answer in this section is, what type of audience are you creating the business for? Who is going to wear your brand? To help you with this, how do you want them to feel when they are wearing your outfit? When they wear it, will they feel cute? Do they feel soft because of the choice of colors? Do they feel feminine when they wear it? Write all of that out. These details are very important, so write it out. If you're having a tough time coming up with a fashion business idea, I have a free ebook that I will link in the description box. It contains 100 business ideas and 267 ways you can implement these ideas. So you can download the ebook and draw inspiration on different fashion business ideas that you can start from it. Oh, I forgot to add, you should also include if you want to launch your own brand, your own fashion brand, or if you just want to start a small fashion business without the whole branding process. The next question you need to answer is, when do you plan to launch this business? Be very specific with the time you want to bring this business idea to life. When do you want the world to witness what you have created? Again, be very specific about this detail. I know that due to the long process of finding manufacturers for the ideas, if you don't have anyone in mind, it might take you longer because you need to equip yourself with the knowledge of finding them, vetting them, reaching out to them, communicating professionally with them, and planning to order your samples for your launch. And all of this might be quite stressful for you. But don't beat yourself up. I can in fact help you with this part. I have a couple of lists containing the contact details of manufacturing companies that have been verified and vetted by me. And I have almost a decade's worth of experience working with these manufacturers. I'll go more into details on this towards the end of this video. I don't want to digress from what we're talking about. The third question you want to answer is, how do people react to my business? Be specific on how you want people to react or interact with your business or to your business. Should they be warm towards it? Should they always leave kind and thoughtful comments on your posts? Should they share it with their friends and family? Should they follow you? Do you have a specific number of social media following that you want for your business per month or per quarter or at the end of the year? If you don't, you should. So if you want like 10K followers, write it down. If you want 15K followers at the end of 2025, write it down. If you want your business to acquire 100K followers, write it down. I came across a post on TikTok. I think it was a business owner just cutting a ribbon on her phone, which had a screenshot of her business social media account. I think it was either Instagram or TikTok. I don't actually recall that part. If you don't know what I'm on about, the summary of the gist is that single post got so much engagement and it was so beautiful to see. I wouldn't be surprised if that business owner visualized that type of reception for her business before she launched. The engagement came with a large following, a ton of post reactions, which will of course trigger the algorithm positively, possible sales and other benefits that we may not see from the outside. So now that I'm telling you to write this down, you better do. It will also help you figure out how much faith and quote-unquote delusion you have for your new business. Your business will only be as big as your mind sees it, to be very honest. The next question you need to answer is, how much does this business bring in per month? In this part, you cannot say, oh, I want my business to make so much money this year, or I hope to sell out every month. No. That is very vague and honestly not actionable at all. So instead, you're going to ask yourself if you want to make 500 sales per month, 1,000 sales per month, or a fixed figure per month, like $10,000 per month. The number of sales that you should be envisioning should reflect the number of inventory you have every month. So be very specific about it. Do you know what's perfect about this? You can actually use this expectation to plan your pre-launch and your post-launch marketing strategies. The next and last question you need to answer is, how does this business make you feel? Or how do you see yourself in the coming months? You could describe this in 2 words or as many words as you possibly can. The reason you need to describe these feelings in words is because you attach images on the vision board that reflect these feelings, and every day in 2025, you look at the vision board and be thankful whilst living in the expectation. You also attach affirmations that you tell yourself every day to remind yourself, even when things feel uneasy, that everything is indeed working for your highest good. The images will reflect how you will feel by 31st December 2025 when you're looking at the vision board and feeling fulfilled that you checked off every single goal on the board, or at least 80% of your goals. So all the expectations you have for your business, make sure you write them all out. Here's an example of expectations. You could write that your business is going to attract investors or high value partnerships, or that your business gets recognition at a local or international level. Don't worry, I'll show you what I mean when we go into the design phase. The next step is getting all the materials that you need to create the vision board. For this step, here's a checklist of everything you need. Go through this checklist very carefully. So if you want a virtual vision board, you would need Canva. Yeah, the app or the website. If you want a physical vision board, you can print out the design that you make on Canva and then stick it to a real board, or you could do the same thing but then get a frame, like a picture frame, but for the size of the printed vision board. So after that, we'll go to Pinterest and then start saving images that you feel is closer to representing what you wrote as your answers in step 1. For the sake of this video, I have a folder saved on Pinterest, so let's go over the choice of images that I saved. Step 3. Designing the vision board. We're going to use the 5 questions that I told you to answer earlier to design the 5 sections that will make up this vision board. This is a folder that I have saved on our Pinterest board. It was solely created for the purpose of this video. So yes, I also participated in answering the questions that I told you to answer earlier. And the business that I've decided to start is a female clothing business. But imagine that this is your female clothing business. So let's go over why I picked out each of the image and then what they represent. This one represents you designing the clothes. So if you're a fashion designer and you can create your own designs, this represents that. This is a tech pack. This is your tech pack. This is the one you send to the manufacturer. So you can either do this yourself or you probably had them done professionally by somebody who can do them. But this represents how organized and thoughtful the whole process was. Look at this. This looks organized. This is a representation of your clothing business. You can see that it is female clothing that are here. This one is how you want people to feel when they are wearing your clothes. Notice how they all look and feel soft, feminine, aesthetic, basically the soft girl aesthetic. So this is how your business is perceived by your ideal audience. So when they look at your business, the clothes makes them feel soft and feminine, just like these people in the images are. This one represents your brand's launch, a detail that you might not see immediately, but that was the sole reason I picked this image, is the date on the image. It says March 2024. Ignore the 2024 and focus on the March. Obviously, you wouldn't launch in January or February because of the New Year celebration that the suppliers that you'll be working with will embark on. But in March, they will be back and you can receive your sample to launch. This is where you will find the contact of the manufacturers that you'll be using for the business. This is the manufacturer's warehouse and their production space. So this is where all the sewings and basically production will be done. You can envision how careful they will be with your order. This is your social media engagement. Do you see the likes and the comments and the following? This is your website sales notification. Again, I was very detailed when it came to how often the sales come in. Look at the timestamps. I was very intentional about how often you make sales. Then this one is like the sales figure on the website app itself. So you see how much sales you've made. This is another website sales notification. This one is for today. Unlike the other one that showed yesterday's sales only, you get sales every day. So showing you yesterday and today's sales shows that you get sales every day. That's the thought process behind that. This is a picture from today's sales. This is a picture of your sales invoice for each day. So as you're making sales every day, this is how much sales invoice you'll be printing every day. This one is also another picture that you could use to represent the day's sales. Now, if you want a specific sales figure per month, this image represents just that. See how it says this month, $1.2 million in sales this month. Yep. That's you. If you want to make 10K per month, that's still very okay. You can use this image. These images are images of models and influencers that your business will be working with. I don't know who these ladies are, but in my mind, they represent the influencers and models that your business will soon start using. This represents that you'll be adding more store outlets to your business. So if you already have one, you expand and add more. And if you don't, you'll soon have one. Your business name and your logo will be in front, just like this image. This image represents the investors and future partnerships you'll be going into, because your business will become an international sensation. With this image, remember the models that I spoke about earlier? Well, these are the photo shoots that you'll be having regularly for your brand. See how professional and intentional everything here is? That's all you. So this is the model, this is the photographer, and then this is you. This image is just you acknowledging that you are Miss Billionaire. Duh. This is you gaining global recognition and serving as an inspiration to young girls dreaming about starting their fashion businesses. This is you on private flights, going to one of your business meetings or events that you were invited to. Whatever it is, you're flying private now. This is a reminder that you're not just going to plan. It's time for action. This is another reminder that you believed in yourself, you prayed, you planned, and you executed all of your plans. So you deserve all the good things that you're getting. So now that you understand how much sentiment each image carries, I'll just go and put it on the Canva board, and then you can save it on your laptop. If you don't have a laptop, you can save it on your phone and then do the exercise I'll be describing in the next step. Step 4, daily exercise for execution. So for this step, you set a 10-minute timer to revisit this vision board every day. First of all, you're going to keep the vision board where you can see it. So if it's on your phone, you use your phone regularly, so you save it on your phone. If it's on your laptop and you know you use your laptop every day, save it there. If you need to print it out and then keep it somewhere in your room where you would always see it, do that. When you set this timer, you go and look at the vision board every day. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but this video is all about action and getting results. And in the spirit of that, I need you to create an alarm that will run all year in 2025. I've already done mine, don't worry. I just need you to do your own part. So the alarm should be set for when you normally wake up. So if you normally wake up by 5, set the alarm by 5. If you normally wake up by 9, set it by 9. The name of the alarm should remind you to do your daily 10 minutes gratitude exercise. Yes, this exercise is called the gratitude exercise. During this time, I need you to look at all the images on your vision board. Remember everything it represents, and then say, I am so happy and grateful now that I have, and then you mention every single thing on the vision board. Take your time and express gratitude for everything individually. For example, I'll pick a random image on this vision board, the 10K per month one, and then I would say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I make $10,000 every month from my clothing business. In that grateful state, you visualize and imagine yourself already in possession of everything on the board. Do this every morning immediately you wake up and every night before you drift off to sleep. You're doing it at night because you're trying to impress your new business reality on your subconscious mind. And you see that the more you do this, your mind will believe it. Even if you're skeptical at first, when your mind believes it, you will believe it. And then you always get ideas at random times during the day on how to achieve all of your goals. And by the end of 2025, you will look over all your goals and be very proud of yourself as much as I am proud of you. That will be all for this video. If you're interested in getting the contact details of manufacturing companies for your fashion business, these are all the contact lists we currently have for fashion business owners. I have verified and vetted all the manufacturers on each list. They are all located in China, by the way. These are the kind of information you find about the manufacturers in the list. But if you've never worked with a manufacturing company or manufacturing companies before, I have a business guide for you. If you get the business guide together with any of the contact lists displayed here, you get a 20% discount. The code for this discount will be in the description box. The discount expires by January 3rd, 2025 at exactly 11:59 p.m. West African time. In the next couple of videos, I'll be discussing step-by-step ways you can start different fashion and beauty businesses. I'll review and rank manufacturers for different businesses so that you know who you're working with when you get our contact list. I'll share business ideas. I'll share other business tips that you need to have a successful business when you're working with international manufacturers as a complete beginner. So make sure you keep an eye out for all of these videos as they are dropping. Thank you for watching till this point. If you stay till this point, you're my VIP. And as my VIP, I want to see you win. So The Easter egg for this video, as I promised earlier, is giving you an opportunity to go on an accountability journey with me. The summary of this journey is you comment accountable, and I will like your comment, and then you follow everything I laid out in this video. By December 2025, December 31st, 2025, I'll reply with progress, and you share your accomplishments as a reply so that others can see what determination and patience can do in 1 year. If that sounds like something you like, leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video.